The all-new 22 Civic, now on sale at Team Honda on Segan Lane.
It's just sluggish. Sluggish on a Monday morning,
Man,
but
no
we
lie.
made it to a brand new year.
What?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
I believe
Saturday.
We reached 2020, comma 2.
Yeah.
But this year is a lot better than 2020. I tell you
Yeah.
what, the sun is shining.
Yes, it is.
We're entering a brand new period.
Yes.
Lots of things to talk about and
Very
touch
much so.
on.
Very
Well,
much
let's
so.
start with this.
This is, look, it's a gorgeous shot. A beautiful shot looking in from Port Allen across the river at the beautiful skyline of downtown Baton Rouge. Sky is clear, sun
like
is out,
it.
and it's cold as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell from that shot, but right now still, if you're joining us at the 9:15 time frame, we're still freezing in Baton Rouge.
Oh yeah, 32 degrees, 32.
Hells no.
We're up there with new roads, and I tell you, I'd much rather be out on the water sipping a cup of coffee
Bro.
in a parka.
Yeah, you're right.
But we're here in Baton Rouge,
Yeah, we are.
where at least the sun is shining. Yeah, as Matt said, cold start to your Monday, and that's not it. Going into tomorrow,
Yeah,
expect another cold day in our part of the world.
It's not going to warm up a whole lot. You can see the high for today, maybe not even 50 degrees, and then you're going to have that another kind of light freeze. They call it light freeze because it doesn't get down into low 20s for 24 hours. But so you got another light freeze tonight into Tuesday morning, and then you see we rebound a little bit, maybe 60 some odd degrees right around there. And then we really do kind of warm up, nudging 70 as the end of the week shows up.
What
right?
a roller coaster ride.
And
I
then
know
look
we
at
say
Friday.
that every week. I know.
Yeah,
I
we're
know.
everywhere.
Back into the 30s and
We're
40s.
everywhere.
So we'll keep it going as we are on this ride, and as we make it our way back to some kind of warmth eventually.
Right.
Just bundle up in the meantime.
Some kind of warmth.
Yeah.
All right, so the headline may be that cold snap that we're in right now. But this headline actually literally happening probably, half an hour ago. Big news from the FDA.
12-year-olds can now receive booster shots. That is authorized by the FDA. Big deal when we talk about more access to children getting boosted as we begin a new semester, as we deal with the Omicron variant here. It's big as we now know from studies, from research, that this is spreading quickly. So when we get kids back into the classroom, one of the ways to mitigate that spread.
This is such a great move. A lot of folks are looking at it as such a great move, as Liz mentioned, as the kids get back into school. Everybody wants to get back to some kind of normal as soon as possible, or eventually, obviously. Everybody wants kids in classes. This is one of the ways to do that. Hopefully, more folks are able to take advantage of it now. I have 2 that are now eligible. They're in that list as well. So that'll happen for mine, just keeping them that much safer and the ability to stay in class as well. Because as you mentioned, it is this particular variant, according to scientists and healthcare leaders, appears to be a bit more virulent. It is easily transmissible. Hopefully it holds true with the not as severe. But I mean, what if you're that 1, or what if you're that 1% where
It's
it
the
is?
chance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a big move from the FDA. Still has to get approval from the CDC.
Yes, so certainly something for parents to track, to keep an eyes on as your kids go back to school. Something else we're keeping our eyes on in the world of COVID is your testing opportunities. In our part of the world, last week we told you about 2 new sites that the Louisiana National Guard, Army National Guard, along with Louisiana Department of Health, have come together with Orion Labs to open up, because testing is huge. That's how you know your status of whether you're infected and whether you are spreading it to other people. So the 2 different sites that they have opened, they shut down for the holidays, but they're back up and running this week.
Louisiana Leadership Institute, right there on Hooper Road, but also the LSU Mini Barn, where LSU's campus, it's right there, Ag Center kind of drive, you know where it is. But as Liz mentioned, they were open last week, paused real quick for the break for the holiday weekend, right, and back up and running again. I think people are understanding just how important, I think a lot of folks are understanding anyway, just how important testing is right now. We've seen the at-home tests fly off the shelves. That's not clearly what this is. You don't have to pre-register, but they if you can, go ahead and do that. Just makes things speed up a little bit faster. So this is going to be going on today through Friday for right now. We'll let you know if they extend it again.
And just a heads up, LDH saying that they are out of those rapid tests. So if you do go and get those tests, expect a couple days to get those results. So if you do start feeling symptoms after you've tested and you're waiting for those results, go ahead and wear a mask, stay home if you're not feeling well, because again, we're trying to mitigate the spread, not only as a state, but really nationwide.
Yeah, it's coast to coast, truly.
Yeah.
Focusing in back here again on Baton Rouge. East Baton Rouge school students go back tomorrow. You've got school staff and teachers getting back to it today.
Yeah.
A lot of, speaking of, changes going on. Mitigation efforts in works right now with Omicron being so virulent.
Really? So Callie Hubbard was actually live at the EBR School Board office today talking about some of the implementing changes that they're going to have. Masks going to be a big deal here. Yeah, but right now there are no talks of virtual classes or anything like that. Right now the real big push here is mask, making sure you're washing your hands, and testing. Really big protocol when it comes to making sure everyone is protected and everyone knows their status.
At the very beginning of the year, before the year started, the school year started with EBR, parents were given the option to put their kids into a weekly testing program.
Incentive, yeah.
And I have 2 of my kids are in the district, and absolutely, we signed them up. And that is going to continue as this new semester begins at many of schools in EBR. Just another way to try and figure out where it is and what can be done, as you said, to mitigate everything. So. Plans in place, but plans can change, as everything can. And as soon as we find out more mitigation efforts from other districts as well, because Ascension, Livingston, all the big schools.
As everyone kind of gets back rolling again.
I'll let you know.
That's it.
All that stuff.
Let's talk about something exciting.
Please do, because this was, look at that right there.
She's on fire, literally.
Do you not want to
look at that action? I know. Careful.
She burn you.
Yes.
I mean, you don't want to play for her? I mean, that kind of energy is just. So Coach Kim Mulkey and the LSU women's basketball team, coming off a big win at Georgia last week, would they kind of come out flat or come out on fire in their game against Texas A&M? Somewhere in between. It was a heck of a game for 3 quarters. The Aggies, it was kind of back and forth, but that 4th quarter, LSU turned it on. Big win for LSU.
And I tell you what fueled them up too? Having fans in the audience.
Yeah.
Kim Mulkey asked for a packed PMAC. Boy, did she get a packed PMAC. It is fun to see that place light up with that many fans for the Lady Tigers here. Can they do it again?
That's the thing. And when you talk about packing the PMAC, really need it to happen on Thursday. Get in there safely, obviously, clearly, with everything going on. But the #1 ranked team in the country is coming in, South Carolina. Now, rankings come out, late today, tomorrow, that kind of thing.
You were saying that,
Are they still going to be #1? Because South Carolina lost last week by a point on the road up in Missouri. It's crazy. But who cares? South Carolina is ridiculously good.
Yeah.
So this is going to obviously be the biggest test for the Lady Tigers. We'll see what they're able to do. That's this Thursday, right here, PMAC.
It's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
So if you can't head out that way, as Matt said, masked up, making sure you're taking all those precautions to really cheer them on, it's going to be a good game.
It is. Speaking of good games and former LSU Tigers, this was kind of fun to see, and it was fun to talk about. Social media was all about it yesterday. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, their new team, Cincinnati Bengals, what a day they had.
Reliving the 2019 National Championship year.
Pretty much.
And you can tell by the highlights in the locker room right after the game. I tell you, it is fun to watch them in action. Passing from one to the other right there, reliving LSU days, and it's fun to see that on a professional level.
You can look, as Tiger fans, you can just kind of see and hope and think about the future, but it still has to play out.
Yeah.
Things still have to work, right? And so there's always that chance that it couldn't. And I understand we're just in year 2, pretty much, of Joey B, and year 1 for Jamar Chase here, but this is ridiculous. So what happened yesterday is Joey B throws for 440 plus yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 of them go to Jamar Chase. He catches like 266 yards worth of passes. That actually breaks a rookie record in the NFL.
You were saying that,
And he broke a record held by another former Tiger.
How many games?
Justin Jefferson.
16
games. And so obviously Justin Jefferson set that in a 16-game schedule last year. This year is a 17-game schedule, but Jamar Chase broke it in the 16th game. So
that's
whatever.
So cool.
It's fun to watch these former Tigers or former local stars make it at that level. They're so easy to cheer for.
Yeah, not only to go on and do great things on a professional level, but to do it together again.
That's
it makes you nostalgic. It really does make you nostalgic because I like to think of it as like pre-COVID, the exciting, all the things that we look forward to. And that was such a huge monumental moment for Tiger fans across the world.
Oh, you're exactly right.
It's awesome.
You're exactly right. And so now they continue to cheer them on at the next level.
Yeah.
And it's huge for Cincinnati fans are loving LSU right now too because they know what these two have helped bring. It's a first division title for them for forever. They're making the playoffs for the first time since 2015. They haven't won a playoff game in like 3 decades. So we'll see what they're able to do, but big time up north right now.
We'll take it. Lots of love for them too. Our guys up there.
All of it. Okay, so where are we right now? Welcome to the Plus. You know this. We're starting again here in a new year, 2022. We'll see what kind of changes are made, but right now, every morning, Monday to Friday, 9:15, yeah, you can have us, kind of.
On your time,
That's
whether
right.
you're on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or Apple TV, we like to hit you with all the top headlines for the day. All of that, that and more. In fact, tomorrow, Asian Nation's up on the docket, and it's always a good one. He gets to sit down more in depth. The man has a lot of range. Not only does he do traffic,
Right.
he talks to all of the pivotal people in our community who make a lot of magic happen. And by magic, that means nonprofit organization leaders, people who are putting on shows, people doing a lot of good in our community, and he's got a really good heart-to-heart conversation with a lot of them.
He's so engaging that he just kind of draws it out of folks, regardless of whether or not they want it or not.
Right.
He's got such a good interview style, and so it's such an easy listen. It's such an easy sit down and listen. Again, you can watch it whenever you want, your time, or if you'd like to catch it at the very moment it happens, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
It's going to be exciting.
It should be, always is.
In the meantime, bundle up.
Man, grab all the coats and your fur-lined boots. What?
Oh, so Matt has allegedly a couple pairs in his closet that we have yet to see. They may make a debut on 9 News Now.
They're all bedazzled.
Ooh.
Fur-lined and bedazzled.
Oh, we got to see this.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe
Folks,
tomorrow.
You got to come back tomorrow because it's going to be this cold tomorrow, and Matt will bring out his bedazzled fur-lined boots.
That's a lot.
This is a sight to see.
That's a
The
horrible-
mental image
that's a
is
horrible mental
golden.
picture.
Is golden here. Oh, I'm so excited.
Y'all stay warm now.